Top of the day, all the way to the bottom of the night. Whenever you get this, it's when you need to hear it, when you need to see it, when you need to let it marinate and soak in into your conscience. I want to talk about the responsibilities of a farmer. A farmer. A farmer has a life that is full of patience, full of caring, full of nurturing. Before the farmer plants the seed, he has to get the ground and the area ready by toiling the ground, making sure the soil is capable of handling the seed that he is finna plant. That goes for toiling the floor, toiling the ground, getting all the weeds, getting all of the roots out of the soil, making sure that there is no parasites, no insects that will kill the seed, that will kill the harvest which he is planting. The farmer doesn't even know if when he plants the seed that the seed will take root and grow healthy. The farmer just has to be patient and see what the seed do. When planting a seed, as a farmer, we're gonna say corn. But it could be any kind of seed, sugar cane, apple trees, orange trees, strawberries, grapes, tangerines, banana trees, coconut trees. It doesn't matter what type of seed, he has to be patient. Into watering them, giving them plant food, nourishing them, watering it. Some even have to go prune, pluck dead leaves or things that hinder the plant from growing, the seed from growing, the tree from growing. That's his job. And even when they plant the seed and something happens to the crops, all the time that the farmer put into planting and nourishing the seeds, if they lose it, they have to start all over again. And they have to wait for the right season to plant it. Patience. Patience. We all are farmers out here. We all plant good seeds or we plant bad seeds with our words, with our hands, with our actions. When it's harvest time, you will see as a farmer if you planted good seeds or bad seeds, if you took the time to nurture it, if you took time to cover it. That's why some farmers, they get greenhouses, houses that have windows in it, just all windows, to block out all of the parasites, the insects that will kill their harvest. As a farmer, you don't want to lose your crops because that means, well, it looks like you have wasted all that time planting that seed because nothing comes of it. That's a sad feeling when you plant and you take seasons out of life that God has given us, and you do not get a return into the work that you put in. When you love being a farmer, when you love planting seeds, we like to call that a person with a green thumb. A person with a green thumb plants a seed, and for some reason it always flourishes, it always grows, it always produces what it was supposed to do. But the ones who feel like they are not farmers, who don't have a green thumb, they don't want to plant because they feel like every seed that they put in the ground, it doesn't grow. When it comes to patience, when you plant a seed and you have faith and you top it out with love and you take your time to grow it, God will see that you have a good harvest with the intentions that you planted the seed. I guess that's what it is. A farmer has to have good intentions when planting the seed. Heart needs to be clear, clean. Just wanting to help, just wanting to produce fruit. And we are not the ones to really produce the fruit. It's all God, the universe. The universe is the one that does things down in the dark when nobody can see, where growth starts. Where growth starts. Nobody sees the seed growing because it's in the dirt. Only thing a farmer sees is the sprouting. Because after the farmer plants the seed and he covers it with the ground, with the soil. That's the faith, that's the hope. You water it and you hope to see a stem come up. And when you see the stem comes up, you need to keep with the nurturing, keep with the watering. And it takes time. It takes patience to be a farmer. God is the ultimate farmer. He is the creator. He is the one that allows the seed to grow up and down. Duality. Duality. Taking the good with the bad. Taking the bad with the good. We all are farmers with our actions and our words. But God is the one who nourishes the seed to grow. With the intentions that you bring, that you give. That is and that will be the result of the harvest that you get. Spreading love and light. A farmer, remember? If you plant seeds of love and light, you will get a good harvest. But if you plant the seed of hate and dark, you will get a harvest too. Like they say, we all are working out here. When we're down here, we all work. Some work for the light, some work for the love. Some work for the dark, some work for the hate. But you will get a paycheck at the end of your job. And we do sometimes we gotta do overtime. We doing overtime, we doing it, we working hard, we working. Trying to get extra, trying to get more. So let's be mindful of what we are planting as farmers in this world. My big brother, in the Bible, he said, Joshua said, I don't come down here to change the laws. I come down here to show you that you can live right, even though the laws are already set. Because this is not our home. We're planted in this world, but we are not of it. After the seed is planted and it grows, and it has lived his cycle, his or her cycle out, you can never replant that tree or plant and it will regrow. We all have a time. We all have a season, a moment down on this realm. Let's appreciate it and be fruitful and multiply with the gift that God gives us, which is every day He allows the sun to hit us, to feel. Every second of the day, He allows us to grow. He allows us to feel the sun, feel the wind, feel the earth. So when the season and moment is over, we can't replant ourselves and grow again. It's a recycling. Cycles. Our bodies, our meat suits, our spacesuits stays where it is. Stays on this earth. And your soul and spirit that controls the spacesuit, the meat suit, goes back home. God asks, what have you done with the seasons and moments that I gave you down on the earth? To plant the tree, us, we have to answer up to it. I did this, I did that, I did this. And the main question is, He asks, what did you do with the moments and seasons that I allowed you to be down there? I want to say, just like Joshua, I did what you told me to do. I did what you created me to do. No matter the circumstances, no matter what happened, no matter the insects, no matter the fertilizer, no matter the soil, I did it. I would love to hear, I am proud, I am so pleased with you. Everybody wants to hear that. From the Creator, that's our will. That's God's will for us, to do what He created us to do. Love and light. Farmers. We all are farmers. We all plant seeds of good or bad. Light or dark. And we all have to answer up for our own actions. So, for me as a farmer, love and light to everybody who hears this. I love you guys with my whole soul. And I hope and I pray that we all start planting seeds of light and love, no matter what the consequences, no matter what the circumstances is. And as a farmer, I pray God grace us with patience. Slow and steady wins the race. I know right now, in these times, everything is quick, fast. You want to get to another part of the world. You want to get on a jet. You want to plant a tree and plant the seed today. Plant the seed today and get the tree tomorrow. Everybody is hungry right now. They want to go and order the food and get it instantly, as fast as possible. But God didn't create everything like that. God created seasons for a reason. Everybody has their season. And as a farmer, he knows the seasons to plant, to pluck, to plow. As a farmer, you know the seasons to plant, to pluck, and to plow. I love you guys again and again with the bottom of my soul. I hope whoever hears this, that it feeds your soul, that it feeds your spirit into the right season for the reason. God says that everybody is not in the same race. Everybody does not have the same tasks. I saw on YouTube, God says, the grass and the tree started in the same place. But in the end, they're not in the same place. Appreciate where God planted you at, and appreciate the time that God gave us here. We can't take anything back with us. And everything we do on this realm, on this earth, stays. Everything that we eat stays on this realm. Everything that we build stays on this realm. Denzel Washington said on one of the shorts, he's never seen a spirit take his jewels with him. They're buried with him. They're buried with the spacesuit, with the body that is here. It stays with them. The spirit cannot take physical things in the spirit realm. The spirit cannot take physical things back to the spirit realm. In Matthew 6, read it. It says, we should not store up riches down here. We should do everything spiritual because we are spirits. Store up riches in the heavens. So when we get there, we will be wealthy spiritually. The one thing that I just noticed, and it's not just, but that I want to bring to light, is that Yahshua, my brother, when he came down, he stayed in the lowest part. He was born in a manger, where animals was. He wasn't born in a palace. He wasn't born with riches, and even though he was rich in spirit, he didn't grow up or walk around with camels and horses and all that, chariots. He stayed on a donkey, or he walked with the feet that God created. He didn't eat the most expensive food, and, he didn't try to put on the best garments. He stayed and he was appreciating where he was for the time he was down here. Humble. I love that. Being humble, not being greedy, not wanting the best, even though you know you're the best. You royalty. Because he knew this physical was nothing but an illusion. The enemy tried to persuade Yahshua to worship him and bow down to him because of all the physical things that was down here. But Yahshua knew that it was an illusion. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is lower level. When we get the conscience of what's holy and pure, these physical things will not impress you. That's like down here in this realm, they call them kings and queens and, presidents, people up there. You won't see them eating at a Golden Corral or, one of these low-level restaurants. You won't see the president eating at Olive Garden or Fridays or Chili's Red Lobster, none of that. You're going to see the president eating at a very high class restaurant. But that's just people who feel that they have titles that deserve the best, deserve the most expensive steaks and just entrees. But if we can stay meek, we'll get somewhere. Eating vegetables, eating salads, eating fruits is more expensive than eating junk food. Nowadays, you can get chips, snacks, cakes and all kind of cookies. Very cheap. But if you go and try to get you a bag of apples or a bag of grapes, some salad, some vegetables, they're more expensive. Why is that? The food that really comes from the earth are more expensive than the food that comes from a warehouse, a factory. Why is that? Water that comes from the earth is expensive, but they can make up some juices in the factories, in the warehouses that are less expensive than water that comes from the earth. Love and light, y'all. Let's be the farmers. Let's be the consumers. Let's be the people who plant good fruit, plant good seeds. Love and light.